hGlobal TV subscribe.
Global Mafia, what's the deal? What we own? Today I got another compilation of non-mainstream, non-biased media, news and information that I'm gonna give to y'all. We're gonna disassociate from that indoctrination that the system put upon us our whole life, a set of lies that was agreed upon that they call history. Let's get to it. We got everything from the Mexican cartel doing damage to the civilians, which is real fishy, to the disclosure getting closer day by day. So let's go all down all these rabbit holes and let's get to the truth. Eat the meat and potatoes and spit out the bone. Shout out to the OG Global Gang members.
Mexico, because the Mexican military just killed the leader of the cartel named El Mencho. He said he was the leader of the CJNG gang that was in Mexico. And now he gone. Now the gang is retaliating. They blocking roads, burning shit, fucking shit up. Y'all, look at this video. Shit crazy, fool. What did they expect was gonna happen? They thought they was just gonna unalive this man and shit was gonna be peaceful. I guess they didn't think that far ahead. They should have had a plan to protect the citizens after they did some shit like that. Knowing the cartel, how they operate. And it's only gonna get worse, y'all. This just the beginning. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on what the fuck is gonna happen, but I know this shit's about to get real.
I don't know if you guys know what's going on in Mexico right now, but if you got friends in Jalisco, you might want to pay attention to this one. On the 22nd of February, 2026, Mexican and American special forces conducted a joint military operation in the state of Jalisco that resulted in the death of this guy, who's nicknamed El Mencho and was the most wanted drug lord, or one of the most wanted drug lords in the world, and the leader of Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Now, in an apparent retaliation for El Mencho's elimination, members of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel launched coordinated attacks at Guadalajara International Airport in Jalisco, Mexico, as well as tons of other locations in Jalisco, causing panic and widespread chaos across the region. Reports indicate that gunmen initiated assaults on the airport with potential incursions into the terminal, leading to active shooter alerts and evacuations at the airport. There's been videos spreading all over social media of people panicking and rapidly trying to exit the airport or get away as fast as possible, taking cover behind counters, hiding, scrambling across the terminal floor. And the violence didn't stop there. It's extended far beyond the airport, with similar chaos reported at Puerto Vallarta's airport across the Jalisco state, including highway blockades and outbreaks of violence in multiple cities in the region. Federal forces have been deployed to contain the situation, and the Jalisco government has activated a code red alert to signify that there is a high-level emergency situation right now. The U.S. Embassy in Mexico actually put out a notice on February 22nd of 2026 saying not to go to the Jalisco state, including Puerto Vallarta, Chapala, Guadalajara, Tamaulipas state, including Reynosa and other municipalities, areas of the Michoacan state, Guerrero state, and Nuevo Leon state. They said due to ongoing security operations and related road blockages and criminal activity.
Hey, you guys been butchering these Hispanic and Latin language. It's Jalisco. Shout out to mi amigos donde en el Jalisco, and it's Michoacan.
The U.S. citizens in the named locations should shelter in place until further notice. Actions to take: avoid areas around law enforcement activity, be aware of your surroundings, seek shelter and minimize unnecessary movements, monitor local media for updates, follow the directions of local authorities, and in case of emergency, call 911. Avoid crowds, keep family and friends advised of your location and well-being via phone, text.
Air Force has something that goes like 4,000 miles an hour, and then NASA has something that goes 7,000. Then the space shuttle goes 17,000 miles per hour. The next thing is something that we've made that goes 150,000 miles per hour. It's a manhole cover. A sewer manhole cover is the fastest man-made object to ever exist, and it's circling around in space, and here's how it happened. So in 1957, they're doing a ton of nuclear testing, right? And they did one where they dug this tunnel that was 3 feet wide and about 400 feet deep. But on top of this tube, they have just a manhole cover. This thing shoots up into space at 150,000 miles per hour and is still to this day circling in space somewhere.
Let me see what these other ones are. The cartels are fighting back in Mexico. Oh boy, here we go. So this is another one. Uh-oh, like this is a huge scale of violence.
It looks like they're ready for taking out Nemesio Oseguera. Chat, if you guys didn't know, yes, he actually passed away, but it was what happened days back that nobody seems to be talking about. Let's tell you guys all about it in this video. Bro, today, El Señor de los Gallos was taken out in an operation, but it was apparently led by 19 U.S. Navy SEALs that pulled up to Mexico to train their troops. They were approved to come in just a few days back to Mexico, which then led to a joint operation U.S. and Sedena Special Forces going in on Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes. And I still see some people out there that are saying, nah, 44 Vato, you got your news twisted up. It's all still a rumor. He has not passed away. But look at chat, the Mexican government, yes, the official Mexican government has officially dropped this, saying that they did an operation and Nemesio Oseguera did pass away. Now, bro, here comes the question. Who actually takes full credit for taking out El Señor de los Gallos? Was it the U.S. or Mexico?
This is out of the cartel's character. This is not conducive to wealthy business processes. This is not good for money. War is never violence, or is never synonymous with making money. It doesn't make sense. It's counterproductive. So I wouldn't be surprised if, since you know, the Trump man made them a terrorist organization, if this is a little more calculated than we see, because we've never seen the cartel terrorize civilians to this manner. So let me know if I'm tripping.
Traditional military, something called fifth generation warfare. It's psychological warfare. It's about depression and demoralization. Turn your children against their parents, turn the women against the men, turn the races against each other.
Bill Gates, formerly the richest person in the world, one of the most powerful people in the world. Come on,
and they got him out here fighting for his life. Like he's on, he's doing interviews.
You saw his wife?
Oh my God!
She didn't save
my
him
God!
at all. Toast.
I also met Jeffrey Epstein exactly one time.
Did you?
Yes, because I wanted to see who this man was, and I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. So, you know, my heart breaks for these young women because that's how I felt. And here I'm an older woman. My God, I feel terrible for those young.
That means she personally got some of her own emails that she saw.
Oh, she
that
got
was like, oh, I got to get the fuck up out of here.
Yep, it's coming.
Oh,
it's
my
coming.
God.
100%.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah, why do you think he tried to save people from malaria or whatever? No, I mean, I think
that is a good point what you said.
I wonder if it's like he's trying to buy his way into heaven.
No.
Like, I wonder if he knows how much foul shit he had taken part of, and he's like, I gotta do something good.
God ain't going for that.
You don't believe in heaven. God made malaria, but
God.
It's no.
Yo.
Listen, he works in mysterious ways. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith. He works in mysterious ways. Skeeto's got to eat too. God says Skeeto's got to eat too.
Yo, that is funny as shit. Can you imagine a mosquito's perspective? Being like, yo, we can't eat.
I can't take a bite of nothing.
So they would be kind of black tie balls, if you ever saw Eyes Wide Shut, that kind of thing, except what they didn't show in the movie is the children that were brought in as party favors. Sometimes they would be on grounds at these different beautiful mansions where there were woods and they were hunting parties. So
what I find eerie is how they hide the truth in plain sight. Max Lowen describes them being used as party favors, these high society hunting rituals where the elites were dressed in specific costumes. Now look at this striking resemblance. This isn't just a costume from the Hunger Games. Notice how the design language mirrors the imagery used by figures like Liz Crokin. In the industry, people claim they call it the revelation method. It's the idea that movies like Hostel, Hunger Games aren't just art by survivors from different continents describing the same hunting mechanics.
If you're driving an Audi, Jeep, Honda, Ford, BMW, do you know that the CIA can access your steering wheel and brakes right now? So next time you see people suddenly getting in these crazy car accidents, think about QNX and Vault 7.
Dude, did you see that they just released a high-def picture of an alien spaceship for the first time, and that Trump is going to sign a document releasing all the information to it because he said there's so much public interest that he wants to give the people what they want? Did you also see that Kurt Cobain's death was just ruled a homicide after 30 years? No shit. Back to the files. Jeffrey Epstein's youngest victim was still attached to the umbilical cord, and he let the mother hold the baby so that it could hear its voice and feel safer so that it would suck harder. People need to burn the system down. It needs to collapse.
Did you know right now that in Africa, they use tobacco for healing? They don't get cancer, right? Did you know that, I'm just gonna keep it real. They even took the mushrooms, took the stuff off the mushrooms, see what it does, extracted that from it, added their chemicals to it, put it in a pill and give it to you, right? They wanna give you stepped on shit. Everything you get is stepped on, right? But if you get it straight from the source, then it's good. Right? That's why I say everything is like a double-headed sword.
The story of Adam and Eve in the garden. Well, what is it that got them kicked out of the garden? It was eating the apple from the tree of knowledge. When we changed from knowledge and...
So you know I'm here to always divulge the truth and get rid of any non-accurate narratives. So it's never specified in the Bible that they ate an apple. It was maybe an apple, maybe this big, but it was never specified that happened. That became a little later in Western Christian culture.
To trusting the written word, that created the possibility to get us to deviate from truth. We started believing what we read in a book. And so if we read in a book this model of reality that goes against kind of what our own direct experience is, or are you going to believe what you read where it says, oh, well, that kind of thing's impossible. And then what happens is that we rationalize away our direct experience. We talk ourselves out of it.
Erica Kirk has officially set the world record for shortest flight in a private jet again.
There's no way.
So last week, Erica Kirk took a 3-mile private jet flight, and this week she took a flight that was only 2 miles. I feel like at this point she's watching my videos and trolling with us. We all know how much that woman loves screen time. The 2-mile flight she took this week was in Los Angeles, and it's actually the same exact flight Taylor Swift took. The reason Erica Kirk took this super short private jet flight is simply so she didn't have to sit in traffic. This 1-minute long private jet flight saving her from a 30-minute drive, which I can't even blame her. If she's saving 29 minutes with flying, that basically means that she has 29 more minutes on Fox News. It's not exactly clear on who was actually on this private jet flight, though a lot of people are speculating online that it could be JD Vance. And even though this flight is only 1 mile long, it's using over 180 gallons of fuel, and that translates to 2 tons of CO2 emissions, which is crazy when you realize the average person only uses 4 tons a year. Erica Kirk is doing that in 1 minute. And butter! Let's go! And let me know whose private jet flight I should expose next.
Ever notice how some people refuse to pick up pennies off the ground? The penny theory states that it's not about the money, it's about the perception. Some people see it as not worth their time, while others see it as value that adds up. It shows how people treat small opportunities, small wins, and things that don't impress people. If you ignore pennies, what else are you ignoring that seems too small?
If you've ever had any sort of life coach mentor, they've always told you to take the small wins because that gets momentum for the bigger and bigger wins. You check the small boxes. So one key, and a lot of military individuals will tell you this too, you start the morning, first thing you do is make up your bed nice and neatly. What does that do? Send a signal, okay, I just accomplished the first mission of the day. Everything from there will be easier and easier. The micros go to the macro.
I dang near got kicked out the league for it.
What message would you like to send for Israel, and also what do you think about getting out there?
I hope I inspire people over there. Hopefully someday I can make it over there. Like I said, I've heard nothing but great things, and I appreciate the question.
Thank you so much.
Yep. Love never fails.
Got to do things like this.
It's not
you put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
Right, but my stuff is
Great.
not
So let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on.
There's a lot of stuff going on overseas. All my people are still in bondage, and there's a lot of dehumanization going on. So, I apologize if I'm not going to be focused on y'all questions.
in the store, man. Look at this shit. Fruit Rush, lemon lime, naturally flavored drink, less than 1% juice. Like, bro, this shit is like bottled Chernobyl radiation. I swear to God.
That was tragic. Gots to be more careful.
This was a video posted by Palantir's YouTube page a year ago. He's got meta glasses. He's got drone bombs. Dude. Battles are won before they begin. Wow, that's so scary. I mean, that's so good. Thank you, Palantir. I will never criticize you. I love you.
It's not hard to get rich, and they really don't want the melanated people to know this information. That's why they, in the public education system, they don't teach you taxes.
Right.
They don't teach you true business at all, or any financial literacy. It's your Social Security trust number who owns the United States debt. Your soul is really tied to the Social Security number. You can't pass it down to your kids. Your Social Security number dies with you.
That's crazy.
You can hand this down to future generations.
What is a trust, and how do the people get a trust?
All the trusts is private agreements and private contract. But I like to do something. The first trust everybody should look up is like a 508c1a ministry trust. Every household is a church. Every household is a business. Private. If y'all can Google this, family law is private law.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that. So it's private families that actually created the government.
Right. But what if we broke? We ain't got no money to get no damn trust. How the fuck we get a trust with no money?
But they're readily available on, you can look up go to scribe.com and find you a trust. Like they're free out there. Just Google you a regular trust. That's the first step.
There is a terror in Louisiana that we have not seen in a long time. And his name is Shia LaBeouf. I'm calling upon all of the powers of the Louisiana diaspora from every part of this nation. I'm calling upon Anthony Mackie, Wendell Pierce, Lil Wayne, all Cash Money, all No Limit, Young Boy, Boosie, everyone, put your armor on, come home. Lynn Whitfield, we need you, okay? Everybody that's out there. Branford Marcellus, John Baptiste, everyone, put your armor on, come home. Sean Penn drove around in a boat after Katrina. One of the wildest things I ever saw before in my life. Sean Penn got in a boat with a shotgun and went out and said, I'm going to save Negroes if the government won't do it. Sean Penn, we need you now. Because over the last 2 weeks, I have gotten text after text before it became a news story of people saying to me, man, we need your help. We need your help because there is a white hurricane going from bar to bar to bar in New Orleans.
You on a bender or what?
Street to street in
You
New Orleans.
beat up in the
terrorizing
streets?
people, challenging them to fight, dance,
LaBeouf's
rapping.
crazy.
When not asked, people are scared. Do you know how much it takes to scare a motherfucker from New Orleans? Do you know how much it takes?
I'm sure
It's almost impossible. They done seen everything. They done been through everything. But Shia LaBeouf right now is being banned from bars, from churches. We don't know what to do. People don't know what to do. People have no clue.
We gonna end this fire compilation on that. I'm not gonna lie, that was strange. I'm gonna be 1,000. A lot of narratives that we discussed today. Let me know what y'all was feeling the most. Anything you want me to take deeper dives into, I'm here for y'all. We the community. We won. No individual will know everything, but as a collective, we get it all out. Make sure you come out to Intellectual Street Thoughts tonight live at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I am your humble host, Cash, capital K, $ for the S. Shout out to my OG Global Gang members. Y'all keep this channel alive. Make sure you go grab this merch. Only gonna have it until we hit 5K subs. It is coming any day now in the next few weeks. Limited edition collection. $120 for the set. And if you're an OG Global Gang member or a Global Gang General, got your memberships half off, and you know what half off mean. Half off plus shipping. The merch, if you rocking with it, place your orders today. They are available. Like I said, limited collection. Make sure you, all money ain't good money. Slow motion better than no motion.